When tragedy strikes, communities pull together.
I do like to volunteer. I've just never been able to do it on a scale like this.
A Montana woman is headed south to help, bringing with her messages of hope. Plus, making local parks more accessible.
Our mission is to connect people and land.
Hear how one addition is helping those with mobility challenges. And video you have to see to believe. Cows confronted by a bear don't hold back. We'll hear from the rancher ahead.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 10 o'clock news.
Thank you for trusting MTN for your 10 o'clock news. I'm Hallie Schwannard in for Tim McGonigal. First this evening, as Texas continues to grieve, sort through rubble, and begin to clean up, many are wondering how they can help. Even thousands of miles away, Montanans feel the need to take action. MTN's Tommy Lynch met up with a local woman headed south to volunteer on the front lines and deliver messages of hope straight from Montana.
As the death toll continues to rise in Texas, many are wondering what they can do to help. And there's one Black Eagle woman who's willing to hand-deliver words of encouragement herself. Sarah Grandy enjoys helping others.
I do like to volunteer. I've just never been able to do it on a scale like this.
Months ago, she planned a 4-day trip to Texas to see friends. Now, do you know how long this trip's going to be now? Unknown.
Unknown, undetermined.
Now she's determined to help as much as she can.
I've already signed up to volunteer down. They have the Incident Command Center in Austin, Texas.
Before leaving, Grandy reached out to the community.
I just let people know that I was going down to Texas on Thursday, and if they had loved ones or friends that they wanted to get letters to or cards or anything, I would be more than welcome to take them down there.
Doing what she can because she believes it's our duty.
It's kind of in the name of our country. We're the United States of America, and that, to me, that means as states, we're supposed to be united.
Across the country, people want to help.
We stand ready to help communities affected.
Keely Van Mittendorp is with the American Red Cross of Montana and said that they have not yet sent any volunteers from Montana down to Texas.
The possibility of volunteers being deployed is always there. It just depends on the roles that they need.
Meanwhile, she says donating blood or your time is a great way to help from home.
Because when communities are struck by natural disasters like the tragic Texas flooding, they're faced with an overwhelming amount of challenges, right? And so we want to make sure that having the life-saving blood they need when they need it isn't one of them.
In Black Eagle, I'm Tommy Lynch, MTN News.
The devastating floods in central Texas has left families and communities in urgent need of support. Scripps News Group and the Scripps Howard Fund are partnering to provide critical relief to those impacted. Every dollar donated will support local organizations with relief efforts. If you'd like to donate, you can text flooding to 50155. Communities on the High Line are celebrating as water finally returns to the Fresno Reservoir north of Havre. The Milk River Project says water is now flowing around 445 cubic feet per second at the eastern crossing, meaning the reservoir will slowly start to fill. Fresno is one of two main reservoirs fed by the Milk River. In recent weeks, it had fallen to around 10% of capacity, causing concern for residents and farmers who rely on it for their water supply. Officials estimate it will take anywhere from 14 to 21 days for the flows to replenish Fresno.
It was a warm day. Today's high temperatures were in the 80s in a lot of locations, and the temperatures will continue to warm up as we head into tomorrow and Wednesday. Still pretty warm outside right now. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 60s and low to mid 70s. Satellite and radar was nice and quiet today as we had sunny skies and dry conditions, and we have clear skies and dry conditions right now. Hot temperatures are going to be the big story tomorrow and Wednesday. Highs in the 90s for a lot of us, and a few spots may actually top out in the hundreds. It's also going to be breezy in some areas, which will elevate the fire danger. Tomorrow will be sunny and dry, but some moisture will begin to work its way back into Montana as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. And I'll have a look at your 7-day forecast in a few minutes.
This is certainly something you don't see every day. A bear going after cattle is chased off by the very same cattle. MTN's Brianna Juneau caught up with the ranchers who caught it all on camera.
A bear on the run.
I've never seen that before, cows running a bear off like that at all, no.
A grizzly bear looking for trouble found itself outnumbered and outmatched by Charolais cattle.
I was sitting up on the hill, putting out some salt and mineral to the cows that day, and I see the bear loping below me heading towards the cows.
The dramatic moment was caught on video by Kessler Martin, one of the owners of De Brucker Charolais, on one of their properties west of Depouillier.
They have great temperaments and docility towards humans, but I guess when it comes to predators, they don't.
The video shows the grizzly wandering near a group of cows before several of them charge forward, forcing it to retreat.
I think those cows just were protecting the calves, and I don't think that bear will come back.
For Kessler, it's not unusual to see bears on the plains near Conrad, Choteau, and Depouillier.
As far as up on the ranch, it's becoming a weekly thing.
They are known to roam the region during the summer months in search of food, but this was the first time he's seen something like this.
I've heard it more about like black bears, cows running off black bears, but in terms of a grizzly, this is the only one I've ever seen, and I've only ever heard of one other time.
Ranchers in the region are keeping close eyes on their livestock, but the video proves that cows aren't as defenseless as some might think. In north central Montana, Brianna Juneau, MTN News.
There's something new at 10 Mile Park, a wheelchair charging station installed to support inclusive outdoor recreation. MTN's Madeline Heath spoke with Prickly Pear Land Trust to understand why this installation is so important.
One of the many obstacles those with mobility issues face is battery life on their wheelchairs, and that's being addressed here at 10 Mile Creek Park with their brand new wheelchair charging station to promote equal opportunity for all to enjoy the outdoors.
Our mission is to connect people and land and people with the outdoors. And so if more people can do that, then we're winning. We're all winning.
The park has been open for around a decade, and Prickly Pear Land Trust, along with other community partners, continue to work on making the park more accessible and inclusive. The 180-acre park, co-developed with the Montana National Guard, was built with access for all in mind.
We always wanted to try and make this park as accessible as possible, but especially for the people in this immediate area.
That immediate area includes the VA hospital and Spring Meadow resources, connecting people of all mobility levels to nature, health, and community. And although the charging station focuses on those in wheelchairs, the park's flat trails and accessible parking benefits those with a variety of needs.
Is not only folks in wheelchairs or with limitations to their mobility, but moms with strollers and kids with little bikes learning how to ride, and elderly people who might have new hips or knees and need a flat, nice place to walk.
The charging station was paid for with help from AARP, the Land Trust Alliance, and private donors. This is just another step in a greater goal of continuing to make the outdoors available to everyone. This station is now open to the public and joins a small network of other wheelchair charging stations in our community that are located at the Law and Justice Center and the City County Building. Reporting in Helena, Madeline Heath, MTN News.
It's National Recreation and Park Month, and the city of Great Falls has a slew of options for residents and tourists. Great Falls Park and Recreation say they maintain 57 parks, the most in Montana. Crews provide services such as mowing, irrigation, and trash pickup. Basketball courts, swing sets, and even a band shell at Gibson Park with live musical performances provide the means for activity and entertainment. Couples can even tie the knot at the flower garden at Gibson Park. Great Falls Park Foreman James Renfro says the idea of so many parks goes back to the city's origin.
It was something that the city founder, Paris Gibson, that's what he wanted. He wanted a lot of wide open green spaces for people to utilize, and we're able to provide that.
Great Falls has 26 beautification islands and 13 undeveloped parks. President Trump's new mega bill means no taxes on tips for some workers. Who it applies to just ahead.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 10 o'clock news.
The president's key budget legislation is now law after he signed the massive policy package on Friday. It revamps tax policies that will impact millions of Americans, including tipped workers. Scripps News' Ava Joy Burnett looks at how far the legislation goes in helping workers who receive tips.
If part of your income comes from tips, your tax bill could be lower this year. But experts we spoke with said not all tipped workers are equal, and they may not see the same benefit.
It's called no tax on tips. No tax on tips.
A major campaign promise is now a reality after the president signed his mega bill into law on Friday.
It's definitely going to be a couple $100s in our paychecks, which it goes far right now.
Hospitality worker Nicole Stokes says the new tax deduction on tipped income will make a difference for her, but not all tipped workers will benefit the same. The deduction applies to up to $25,000 in tips someone earns annually and phases out after an individual's income reaches $150,000. The exemption is for federal income tax only. That fine print could impact how much the new policy helps lower income workers, says Tax Foundation President Daniel Bunn.
Among tipped workers, those who are earning relatively significant amounts of income, maybe north of $40,000 or $50,000 will benefit significantly. But if you're earning less than that, you might have very little tax liability to utilize this benefit.
That's because of the 4 million U.S. workers who earn tips, 37% don't earn enough to pay federal income taxes, according to the Yale Budget Lab. Bunn says he also disagrees with a policy that taxes people on how they earn their money instead of how much they earn.
If you're a wait staff, you're getting a tax cut. If you're a line chef, you're not.
The policy change takes effect for this tax year and lasts through 2028. Ava Joy Burnett, Scripps News Group, Washington.
The president's key budget legislation is now law after he signed the massive policy package on Friday. It revamps tax policies that will impact millions of Americans, including tipped workers. This will impact Montana. The state didn't start taxing tips until last year. That's due to a 2021 law passed by the legislature that tied Montana's taxable income directly to federal taxable income. The Montana Department of Revenue says more than 26,000 filers said they had tip income in 2023. They reported a total of $145 million in tips, which would have accounted for about $6.5 million in state revenue if it had been taxed.
Hot temperatures are in the forecast for tomorrow and Wednesday, but just how hot are the temperatures going to be? I'll let you know my full forecast right after the break.
Storm Tracker weather starts now with Chief Meteorologist Ryan Dennis.
Welcome back, everyone. We had beautiful weather today in Great Falls, so hopefully you were able to spend some time outdoors. On the Great Falls Clinic Icon, we had sunny skies and dry conditions for the entire day today, and this was a shot from earlier this evening as the sun was setting. We topped out at 85 degrees today, so it was warmer today than it was over the weekend. We had a low temperature of 49 degrees this morning. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 60s and low to mid 70s right now, so it still feels very nice outside. We had sunny skies and dry conditions throughout all of Montana today, and really throughout much of the Pacific Northwest it was sunny and dry today, and that's because an upper level ridge is currently in control of our weather. And this will remain in control of our weather for tomorrow, and it's actually going to strengthen as we head into tomorrow. So it is going to be even hotter tomorrow than it was today. Highs in the 90s for most of us, and we'll continue to have lots of sunshine and dry conditions. On Wednesday, it will remain hot as this upper level ridge will continue to be in control of our weather, but we are also going to have southwesterly flow aloft on Wednesday, so some monsoonal moisture will work its way into the state, giving us a chance to see a couple showers and thunderstorms later in the day, and it will be a little bit cloudier as well. On Thursday, a cold front is going to be working its way through Montana, so the temperatures are going to be cooling back down, highs back in the 70s for a lot of us, and there will be scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially during the afternoon and the evening. As we head into this upcoming weekend, this ridge will re-strengthen over the western U.S., providing us with plenty of sunshine, dry conditions, and above average temperatures for this time of year. Tonight, a pleasant night. We are going to have clear skies and dry conditions. Tomorrow, another beautiful day as we are going to have lots of sunshine and dry conditions. In southwestern Montana, that's where the cloud cover will increase later on tomorrow. A few isolated showers and thunderstorms are possible primarily south of I-90, but that's really about it in terms of precipitation for tomorrow. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy to mostly clear skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Most of us will be dry. Wednesday, we are going to have partly to mostly sunny skies throughout the day. Dry conditions during the morning as we head into the afternoon and the evening. Majority of locations will continue to remain dry within north central Montana, but there will be some isolated showers and thunderstorms in locations east of I-15. Wind is going to be a concern as we go through the next couple of days. Overnight tonight, just a light breeze in most locations. For tomorrow, we are going to have breezy conditions along the Rocky Mountain front. Could see a few gusts approaching 40 miles per hour times. And then in western portion of the north central Montana, it will be a bit breezy tomorrow. Sustained wind speeds between 10 and 20 miles per hour. Elsewhere, just a little bit of a breeze tomorrow. As we head into Wednesday, gusty winds are expected along the Rocky Mountain front. Sustained wind speeds between 15 and 30 miles per hour. Elsewhere, it is going to be breezy on Wednesday, especially in western portion of the north central Montana with sustained wind speeds between 10 and 25 miles per hour. And this wind, coupled with the heat and the potential for dry lightning, will really increase the fire danger over the next couple of days, with the highest fire danger expected during the day on Wednesday. Tonight, a pleasant night. Low temperatures in the 50s in most spots. Tomorrow, a hot day, high temperatures in the 90s, and then we'll continue to have hot temperatures on Wednesday with highs in the upper 80s, the 90s, and even the low 100s. And there's a heat advisory in effect for portions of north central Montana from 1 p.m. tomorrow until 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Try and avoid being outside during the hottest part of the day. In Great Falls, temperatures will cool down as we head into Thursday with scattered showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon and the evening. This weekend, it's going to be hot with highs in the lower 90s, partly cloudy and dry on Saturday, then sunny and dry on Sunday. In Havre, very hot on Wednesday, a high near 100. Breezy and cooler with scattered showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, and then the heat returns for the weekend.
Will Charlton here at Don Olson Field in Great Falls for some Monday afternoon baseball action as the Chargers host the Kalispell Lakers. Highlights coming up after the break. We got some Monday matinee Legion baseball action here in the Electric City as the Great Falls Chargers search for a 3-game sweep against the Kalispell Lakers in a meaningful conference clash.
Runs were very hard to come by early on as this game was controlled by the pitchers in the first few innings. Great Falls' Gavin Gray and Kalispell's Jackson Hino were throwing heat. But the Chargers were the first to bring one home in the bottom of the third as Jace Comack draws in Dawson Cook with a ground ball. Kalispell was quick to answer though as a pass ball with the runner on third had the Lakers saying thank you very much. Luke Nikkinen comes in to tie the game at 1. Talking about defense earlier, how about the Chargers avoiding a bases loaded no-out jam because of this huge double play? To the bottom of the 5th we go and check out this piece of hitting from Cole Pace of the Chargers. He followed up a leadoff double by Liam Sullivan, and Sullivan is able to score while Pace gets all the way to third. It's a stand-up RBI triple. Although the Lakers unplugged the Chargers because of a 3-run top of the 6th inning, and it was capped off by this RBI single thanks to Austin Brennan. And with a 4-2 lead heading into the bottom of the 7th, Kalispell goes 1-2-3 to seal the deal and avoid the sweep. In Great Falls, Will Charlton, MTN Sports.
It's a little bit of everything in this week's Game Changers: fireworks, fancy footwork, and a bear that picked the wrong pasture. Let's count down the top 5 moments of the week across Montana.
Number 5, Red, Whites, and Rolling. The 4th of July parade rolled through downtown Great Falls. Floats, flags, and a whole lot of festive spirit. Classic cars, candy tossing. It was the Electric City in all its glory. And number 4, the Big Fill. For the first time in a long time, water from the Milk River finally made its way back into the Fresno Reservoir. After months of repairs, the siphon is flowing again, giving farmers and recreationists plenty to smile about. At number 3, Rodeo Royalty. The Wright family from Utah made themselves right at home on the Montana dirt this weekend. Rusty, Ryder, and Stetson Wright racked up big wins and big rides at rodeos across the state, proving that when it comes to saddle bronc, the Wrights are never far from the pay window. At number 2, Senator's Web Gem. Helena's James Demers with a highlight reel catch you have to see to believe. Tracks the fly ball leaps into the air and hauls it in. That play would turn heads in any ballpark. And at number 1, Moo versus Bruin, a viral video from DeBrucker Charlet showed a herd of cattle doing a little bear control of their own, charging right at a grizzly until it turned tail and sprinted for the hills. Call it a Montana standoff, and this time the cows are the undisputed champs. We can't be everywhere, so if you see a moment that deserves a spot in our countdown, send us a tip at scores@montanasports.com or tag us on social media. You might just help us crown the next game changer of the week. Tom Wiley, MTN Sports.
Hot in Great Falls tomorrow and Wednesday with highs in the mid-90s. Sunny and dry tomorrow, partly cloudy and dry on Wednesday. Scattered showers and thunderstorms with breezy conditions and cooler temperatures on Thursday as a cold front passes through our area. And then the heat returns for this weekend. In Havre, sunny and 97 tomorrow, partly cloudy and 99 on Wednesday. Cooler and breezy with scattered showers and thunderstorms on Thursday. Highs back near 90 this weekend with plenty of sunshine. In Helena, sunny and 95 tomorrow. Mostly sunny with isolated showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday. And then cooler with some scattered showers and thunderstorms on Thursday.
All right, Ryan, you saw the story tonight at the top of the show,
Yeah.
the cows chasing off the bear, right? Well, I wanted to share some fun cow facts with you.
All right.
Did you know that cows are very social and they form strong bonds with other cows? They have best friends.
I mean, I'm not surprised by that because they're always in groups.
That's true. Okay. They're very intelligent and they can recognize faces. They can solve simple problems. They even hold grudges.
That's a new one for me.
And they have an excellent sense of smell, able to detect odors 6 miles away.
That's crazy.
That's impressive, right?
Yeah, it is.
I don't have that good of smell.
Neither do I.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for tonight. We'll see you back here starting at 5 a.m. Have a great night.